joys of life and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. Later, you know what it is. Hey, Ham, it's time, baby. Low, it's time how we do. Hey. They said, we said, we hit. They said, we said, we on. They said, we said, strong. They said, we said, go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said, we said, we hit. They said, we said, we on. They said, we said, strong. They said, we said, go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said they said we said go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special edition of Lokes Gaming Log on a Sunday after the Xbox showcase. I'm sorry, unfortunately, everyone, we will not be able to tackle the Xbox showcase right now because Ham's not here yet. He's not ready yet. So, yeah, Flemish, keep it together. Another 30 minutes and Ham will be ready to go. Matt, how you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing phenomenal. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just sipping on
some
water. Just some water.
Some water, yeah, okay. All right.
Water for the soul.
Looks drinking a Miller Lite.
Long as it's not a Bud Light. Long as it's not a Bud Light. Flemish, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Not only is it the Xbox showcase today, but it's also a voting day here in Belgium for our government. There's a lot going on today.
Politics.
Yeah, politics, indeed. Yes.
Usually my Sunday show is usually infested with politics. That's usually where we go with it. But today we've got two showcases to look at. And yeah, we're going to start off with Friday's showcase. I kind of feel bad that man.
Oh my god. Oh,
you forgot?
Right. That one.
Well, way to bring the energy way down. Wow. All right.
All the way down.
Man, that's terrible.
Like we're going now we're without viewers. All of a sudden it's like, oh no, not the Summer Game Fest.
It's fine. We're going to do this.
This whole stream might get nuked, honestly.
Matt, before we get into the individual games,
okay, all right.
As a whole, how do you feel about the Summer Games Fest?
That was, and I play things up for jokes and stuff on the show. I'm not doing that right now. That was the worst showcase I've seen in a few years. That was definitely where, like, people joked last year about how bad the Summer Games Fest was. This was the worst Summer Games Fest I've ever seen. I know it's a small sample size to choose from. It's only been a couple years, really, but that was just bad, front to back.
No cap. Flemish. As a whole, what did you think about the Summer Games Fest on Friday?
Maybe one or two games were cool in there, but I can't even remember, except the game that came in the Xbox showcase as well. That was one of the games, but that's it. I mean, I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was forgettable.
It was forgettable.
Can I tell you how? I think this perfectly sums up how I feel about that show. My
Yeah.
highlights from the show.
Yeah.
One of them was genuinely cool, and that's Alan Wake 2 DLC, which I'm very hyped for. I played the first chapter, or just beat the second chapter. Very
Ooh.
great. I need to play a third chapter. The second highlight from that show for me, this should put in perspective how bad that show was
Okay.
the final season 3. Season 3 of the finals. Like, it looked cool, but that shouldn't be the second biggest highlight of the show for me.
Oof.
It
Oof.
shouldn't be. Yeah, so that's how I felt about Summer Games Fest.
Rough. Mental. Welcome in, Mental.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Very
man.
good.
Good.
What are your thoughts on the Summer Games Fest before we get into the Xbox thingy?
Summer Snore Fest?
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
know. I know. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's nothing there for me.
And
4 out of 4 so far.
for anyone
Yeah.
watching this, like we did not like call each other and have a Zoom meeting before this podcast or anything. I swear, this is 100% genuine reactions.
Yeah.
Snorefest, that's the word. Guys,
Yeah,
I fell asleep.
I don't blame you. I don't
Yeah.
Like
blame you.
I only
Hard
fall
not
asleep
to.
for Nintendo showcases. I've never fallen asleep for E3, Summer Games Fest, the PlayStation State of Play, Xbox Showcase, nothing. This is the first time I nodded off. And it was so bad. I'd like to apologize on air. I've already apologized in the DMs, but I want to apologize one more time. Wise Old Gamer, we have a podcast every Friday. I fell asleep so hard. Wise called my phone and I didn't hear it.
Wow, that's pretty.
I was like proper gone, like Aloy levels of like putting someone to sleep. Okay.
Aloy levels.
It was
Oh man.
some supernova levels of just how to put someone to bed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Jeff
boy.
Keighley wasn't lying when he said, "Don't be
Yes.
excited for my show."
Yep.
Man.
Do you know the secret to what you need to do with same game Summerfest? You
What?
just watch it like 2 hours later or next day, and you skip all the stuff where they talk, and then you got
There's
like
you don't even have to skip Flemish, because what happens is by the next day there's people that have already cut everything for you. You just have to press play and then they give you just the trailers.
Yeah.
you
so
can do that. True.
you don't even have to give yourself the work of pressing the forward button. And thank you so much for joining us in the chat. Raichi, we're going to talk about the Xbox showcase right after we get done with the Summer Snowfest. Mishi Miyagi says the Xbox showcase. Yeah. It was special. All right. So let's get into the IGN thing. Sorry, the summer Snowfest. See, I'm even getting confused. That's how wow. Okay, so first off, we had Aloy genuinely developing a personality. Shall we say? This was nice. What did you guys think about this?
Leave it to the Lego version to do it right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think the biggest surprise is probably that it's going to be on Switch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
you guys want to go to that angle?
Like day one on PC.
PC, Switch, yeah.
Yeah, everything except the Xbox, of course.
Yeah, they just skipped the Xbox.
Well, yeah.
I think they had to do it from Lego themselves, like from the people that like probably have the Lego franchise, right? They probably had to do something like this.
They probably had to pay like the Lego folks to keep it off of Xbox. They probably paid extra for that.
Yeah, probably.
Using the money they made off of Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, etc.
But I guess as a whole.
Hey, those are Phil's words, not mine. Hey, I like that like and share thing on my head. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, he Phil's own words, right? Every time they sell a game on PlayStation, they use that money to keep games off of our platform.
Mm.
And you know what? If you want to get into that, it's not the topic, but if you want to get into that mental, Xbox has more money than God. So don't be sitting here talking about because PlayStation sold a couple copies of God of War, they can buy up everything. That's not like fair or genuine.
Hey, Phil's words, not mine, man. Phil's words, not mine.
All right. But can we all agree that PlayStation is third party now? And Nate, we're going to talk about the Xbox showcase, but first we're going to talk about the Summer Snowfest.
First, we gotta get this slop out of the way.
Yeah,
we're not
we
going
need
through
to get
every
through
game
this,
though, or anything,
man.
right? Like,
every game is a little bit too much.
Mental, we are going through everything because Ham will be in about 20 to 25 minutes.
So
yes,
literally, guys.
Can I give all my impressions and answers right now? Then just
no, that's not happening. Next, we had Quidditch Champions. Quidditch Champions launches this year. Who here gives a fuck?
Somebody.
I
Here?
give absolutely zero.
Wow. Flemish put up his hand. Go ahead,
I give 0.
Yeah, I was waiting for like a new Quidditch game, especially my wife. My wife was actually pretty excited about this. She loves Hogwarts. She will love this probably. I mean, it reminds me.
I'm sure
of
there's
the
an
older
audience
ones.
for it. I'm sure there's an audience for it.
Many people wanted to have Quidditch in the latest Harry Potter game, so why not make a separate game? I think it's cool. The art style is cool, so good work.
Yeah. But my wife doesn't care for gaming, but she saw this trailer. So whoever's in charge of marketing did a good job because they sent it to their target. She saw this trailer and she asked me like, "So does this work on the Xbox?" And I was like, someone knows what they're doing with this game.
Yeah.
Now you got people that don't give a crap about gaming asking their significant others, "What's up?" Richie, Quidditch, cash grab. Brother, everything is a cash grab. All right? Everything. Next, we had No More Room in Hell. Early access arrives on Halloween. What is this? I forgot this. What's this?
I would let it call it No More Who in Hell?
Yeah, I don't even remember what this is either.
Yeah, dude.
The first one. I never heard about the first one even. So.
I remember my buddy Mike was really excited about this. I guess it's like a sequel to some mod from like 2011 or something like that.
I remember seeing this thinking it was Left 4 Dead or something like that, or
yeah.
It's got
that's
the vibe,
what I thought
but
of.
it's darker.
Yeah,
more realistic.
This is semi-interesting.
That's about all you can say.
And to talk about whether or not something is interesting in terms of like the game show, for me, the thing that makes my rating right for a game show. You guys tell me if I'm wrong on this. I watch the whole thing, and then I ask myself, if I had waited for this to come out tomorrow and watched it at work during my lunch break, would I have felt like I missed out on anything? That's usually how I look at game shows. And yeah, like, not to shit on this game, it looks serviceable, it doesn't look terrible, but again, it doesn't look like something that's a must play. Or
Did I see that right? Sorry,
go ahead.
Didn't mean to cut you off. Did I see that right at the end where it just said Epic Game Store? It didn't mention Steam.
Yeah, it does mention Steam. So it's Steam and.
Oh, I see the Steam emblem. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Sorry, missed that.
All right. So, moving on. Star Wars Outlaws, another trailer.
Yay.
It looks cool.
Shit.
It looks cool, but it's like I already knew about that game. I was already gonna play it. I didn't need to see another trailer where it barely shows me anything. I
Yeah.
didn't need to see that.
So again, it goes into like my main point here is that show me something that is like, oh, you should have seen this live. Like for the Xbox showcase, for example, there's several points there that is like, bro, if we waited for tomorrow's show, you kind of missed out, you know?
Yeah, not only that though, Luke, they're also doing like the new gameplay reveal, right, on the Ubisoft, and the Ubisoft is tomorrow, I
Yeah.
think.
Yep, tomorrow.
So yeah, why even show? We already saw the previous stuff, and it's like almost the same.
That's what I don't
Yeah.
get. If you're having a show in a few days, you might as well not even be at that showcase.
Yeah.
It's just
Hey,
Yeah.
you need to pad it out. You need to pad it out. Next, we had Sid Meier's Civilization.
Man.
You know, I've never played a Civilization game, and
Me either.
They're
This
pretty
one.
good. They are pretty good.
Um,
As far as simulation, like city or country management things, Sims, it's pretty good.
It's a very complex simulation game where you have to build up your city. I played 5 extensively, but that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They all feel the same. Like 6 felt almost the same, like 5. I played it
Five
just
felt like four. Four felt like three.
yeah,
Okay,
just more stuff to do. That's all, but it gets more complex, so it's not that
Oh.
maximum fun. It's just complexer. That's
what
all.
is ARA? What's that? What is
Aura, History
what is
Untold.
ARA?
It's like what's it called? What are they called? It's like you build your own empire kind of thing.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Retell
Ah.
history.
Oh,
tough.
oh, oh.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I am psyched for this one. This one looks like it's gonna be great.
Yep.
Anyone
No.
else?
Me.
Obviously, this wasn't the world premiere, right? This wasn't the world premiere. We already knew about
No.
Sparking Zero. We just got the release date. That's all we got.
Yeah. So that game has actually been giving trailers like every few weeks with new characters in them, right? And the cool thing is that I see in this trailer that I haven't seen before. It's like it gives the whole story apparently from the beginning of Dragon Ball Z till the end of Super, which I didn't think would be the case because I already saw the Tournament of Power in there with Ultra Instinct Goku. So it's going to be interesting. So,
Mm.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
still Dragon Ball Z. Like it's still everything we already know for all the games. It's just rehashing everything always. But still
Yeah.
cool. Still cooler than what I've seen before. So
Yes, I did play Civ 5. I don't know what you mean by Baba Yato. Is that one of the soundtracks or what? I'm lost. Moving on. Batman Arkham Shadow trailer. Arkham Shadow trailer introduces players to VR Gotham City. Mentor, you're the tech specialist here. You should be excited for this.
I don't do
Hey.
VR though. So
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know the opening song was called Baba Yetu. I didn't even know. Okay, that's interesting. Bento, you said so you didn't even see this get announced.
well, I did, but I don't do VR, so it's hard to get excited about something I don't play. You know?
Matt, no VR as well.
I mean, if I had a VR headset, I probably wouldn't play that. I mean, I'm
Why?
assuming because I'm assuming you have to buy that. Like that costs. It's not a free to play game.
Yeah, you probably have to.
I'm
buy
not
it, yeah.
buying. I'm not spending money on that.
Oh.
No.
And
Yeah.
it's exclusive to one headset. Like that
yeah,
seems
to the
weird
Quest.
too.
Yeah, the Meta Quest.
Yeah, the
one.
Quest. Which, if
I
I
don't
bought a
understand
headset,
why you
I'd
do that.
if I bought a headset, it would probably be the Quest. In fact, hopefully by the end of the year, I'll grab one of those Quest 3. But I'm probably not going to play that.
Not gonna buy
So
the PlayStation headset for PC, or
No, I'm all set.
since
No
how they
one needs
gimped
that.
it so heavily.
They really loaded that thing up with features, didn't they?
wow, wow, it's
I will.
Xbox Day, and you guys can't stop talking about PlayStation. Okay, sure,
Lives
sure.
rent free in my head.
Yeah,
Rent
it
free.
sure does.
I need to say one thing though. If you really want like PC headset and you want the most comfortable, go for the Beyond VR Beyond headset. Way better, trust me.
All right.
Gotcha.
Until then, we're going to leave all the VR beta testers to improve the technology for the rest of us to finally get it when it's acceptable in 2035. Moving on.
And wireless and so on and
Yeah.
so on.
Yeah.
And all these other stuff. And
I'm
not
just waiting
gimped.
for a holodeck.
Oh, is it Fatal Fury crossover? Hmm.
Yeah. Street Fighter 6 is getting a Fatal Fury crossover. More Street Fighter contents on the way. Essentially, we're getting Terry and Mai from Fatal Fury. Also on the way, a classic Street Fighter characters, M. Bison, who seems to be sporting a new look, and Elena. The content will roll out throughout the remainder of the year. I'm miffed about this one. This one pissed me off. Obviously, the first time I tried to watch the Summer Games Fest, I had fallen asleep by the time this was announced. But when I watched it yesterday, this pissed me off because M. Bison is a core character. Having him locked behind microtransactions made me kind of salty, kind of like how Tekken put Eddie behind a microtransaction. At first, I was excited when I saw M. Bison. I was like, I'm psyched. And then it hit me, fuck, I didn't buy the Ultimate Edition of Street Fighter, which means I need to reinstall Street Fighter 6 and then purchase whichever bundle or whatever microtransactions to get M. Bison. And that pissed me off enough to say, I'm not going to do it. Y'all have a good one. Anyone interested in Street Fighter 6 and whatever crossover it's having? Nothing.
Nada.
Oh,
Nope.
moving on. Blumhouse Games unveils Crystal Theater of Idols, Fear the Spotlight, and more. So it's a whole bunch of games that they released the trailers for. Horror games. Looked interesting. We've got people from the cinema world or from Hollywood essentially integrating into video games or transitioning to video games. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
Well, I can go first if you want.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I think it's like it looks like it's episodic content, not just like one game and then another game, like it's episodes. Maybe one character could go to different styles. I don't know. It looks interesting what they want to do. But there's nothing really I could say more than just horror games, which is not my forte. So I don't know.
Mental, Matt, nothing?
I'm all set.
Nothing on this one.
God damn. The Summer Snowfest, ladies and gentlemen. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind reveals a new old school style beat 'em up.
I got nothing.
Fellas, before the trailer even goes up, nothing.
Yeah, nothing for me.
No
For me-
nostalgia.
For me,
None. None at all.
None at all.
I am I think more excited about this one because back in the day on the Super Nintendo, I played the hell out of that Power Rangers game that was on it, where you at the end get to be a giant mech. But it was super hard, and it reminds me of that game so hard. That was a good game. That was a really good game. So I'm a little bit stoked for this one, to be honest. But playing as a single player, like alone, without anyone else, is gonna be brutal.
Yeah. It's just you, Flemish, because nostalgia is just not hitting. It's like the nostalgia is just not hitting anymore. I feel like there was a time, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. This was something even mental and Matt, you guys would be interested in.
No,
But
it's really
now,
big.
now I think it's kind of been played out. Like they've done this before. This is not the first Power Rangers game that has uh had like strong links to the original Power Rangers back in the 90s. It's
I
not
think
the
you've
first one.
confused me with someone that was into Power Rangers
Yeah,
at some
same.
point in their life. I've
Never into it.
been-
No.
Really? Oh,
No.
yeah.
No.
I guess I had a little bit of history with the Power Rangers back in the
You
day.
guys are freaks. Because
I mean,
I
I
love
watched it.
Power
I
Rangers.
watched it, but I was
Yeah.
never like, wow, I fucking love Power. I was never into it.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Okay. What Rachie would what Rachie is into it, says Power Ranger. All right, next we have Mecha Break sets beta test for this August. This game was shown at the Summer Snow Fest and at the Xbox showcase of today.
Yeah.
You guys interested? Thoughts on it?
I'm not. My son thought it looked fun though. So,
Yeah,
there's
a
an
lot
audience,
going
I
on.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is interesting concepts. I hope it's not like multiplayer based, more like single
It is.
player.
It is. It's multiplayer.
It's multiplayer.
Yeah, okay, forget about it. It's gonna be too hard for me. Nah,
It's 1000% multiplayer.
no, forget about it then.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. It looked kind of busy.
If
For
you're
sure.
getting older like us, I mean,
You
it's
can't
too
handle
much.
it anymore mental.
It's too much.
Yeah, sensory overload. No thanks.
Yeah.
I just want to shoot
Yeah.
people.
I've already got ADD. That's not going to help me in any way.
Yeah. Me too.
Damn. So it's not Gundam, it's Fakedom. All right, gotcha, Richie, gotcha. Wow. Moving on. First Descendant, another online sci-fi looter shooter, has locked down a release date for July 2nd. It's going to PC, Steam, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Did we get gameplay? I don't remember seeing any gameplay for this thing. Yeah, just trailer. Just trailers. I don't think. Yeah, we didn't get any gameplay. Kind of shit.
First Descendant looks cool, I guess.
Yeah, but there's no gameplay. So
Is this the multiplayer?
We've already seen. I'm pretty sure we've already seen gameplay of this.
Yeah.
have we?
I thought we did. Thought they showed that last year.
Remember.
Was there also not a beta from this on the console before?
Yeah, well, if it's coming out July 2nd, I think it's past the beta phase.
I think we
A
had
while
a
ago.
beta. Yeah.
Oh man. All right, this show was something. This show was definitely something. Oh, Matt. Alan Wake 2 Night Springs.
Awesome. It's awesome. I played the
Out
first
tomorrow.
2 chapters. It's out
You're
yesterday.
already into the DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Like that was the most hype moment from the show for me. Like without question.
Nice.
It's awesome. It's awesome. A lot more combat focused than the main game.
Okay. And how's the
Yeah, I
story?
watched a little bit of it on Twitch, and it looked pretty interesting.
The gameplay.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
fun.
A lot of combat going on. It's like you're constantly having to shoot stuff, pretty much.
Mhm.
Definitely different than the main game.
Yeah. It's awesome. Characters are really good too.
I do have a question. Like, is it really horror based, or is it more like a normal person can handle it?
I think a normal person can handle it. So it's like it's got a lot of the same horror themes from the main game, but like So in the main game, there's these shadow people when you're in this place called the Dark Place. But in the DLC, you'll go to the Dark Place with a certain character, but like the story behind it makes it not very scary. Like they're they're like monsters because they drank coffee and they got brainwashed. They put something in the coffee and now they're shadow people, kind of thing. So it's like it's so outrageous that it's not really scary.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
like
Damn.
they do a good job. It's still a little creepy, but it's like it's very X-Files. Very X-Files like kind of thing.
So more
Which is cool.
suspense than horror.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
really horror. It's just over the top, especially that one right there with that character. It's just kind of over the top, batshit insane kind of story and gameplay.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm yawning just watching the highlights of
Yeah.
the Summer Snowfest. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you wanted to go through it. We didn't.
Bro.
I'm with you, Matt, though. That was probably my highlight of the show right there.
Yeah.
So,
Which is nuts because they showed Skate, and I'm really excited for Skate, but it's like I mean, I already knew they were doing play testing for the game. I didn't need to see. Like, this was probably the best part of the thing was them getting Tim Robinson to just be funny for like 5 minutes. Was
It was
probably the
funny.
best part.
yeah, that was funny. I must admit, yeah.
But I am excited for Skate. It's just what they showed. It's like, well, it's Skate. I know what it is. You don't got to show me that.
Is Skate on console?
Yeah, they were doing playtesting on PC for a while. Now they're going to do playtesting on console, and then eventually it will release everywhere.
But why do we have to play test it? Why don't they play test their game?
They're letting the community do it.
Do you know how much feedback you can get if you do a playtest?
I was actually, I don't know. I don't think I can talk about the things, but I played tested it like last year. I don't know what you can talk about and everything, so I'm not gonna do. But like,
Yeah, rather not.
No.
yeah,
I
like,
just
they're bringing it to console now.
So my question for that is that there's so many like awesome banger games that come out without getting play tested.
But this is like this game very much seems like, I mean, just from the stuff they've shown, it seems like more of an experiment. Like the old Skate games were like very much like they released and they were full finished games, like Skate 1, 2, 3, whereas this seems to be like a live service. They're taking the whole Skate formula and putting you in a world with a bunch of players that's like, it's like a Skate MMO basically, kind of thing is what it feels like. So they're doing the Skate formula but in a whole different style or genre, I guess you could say. So I think it kind of warrants playtesting, honestly, just to make sure you got that stuff down pat before it launches.
All right. That's Skate, I guess. Moving on, we got
This
Valorant.
is so full of energy. I love this.
What's full of
That was
energy?
cool.
This show right now. Luke's the host of the show, and he goes, "All right, that's Skate, I guess."
That's Skate.
Not only that,
on.
I've been
Moving
looking
on.
at the counter on the views. It's back one. It's back on one.
Yeah,
Flemish.
What's
I don't
wrong?
blame him. I don't blame him.
Flemish.
Yeah, it's
Flemish.
not high energy,
Flemish.
that's for sure.
What's up, Luke? What's up, Luke?
If you're
That
looking
one's
for viewers-
probably me. I've
you're
got
looking for
the
viewers-
stream up.
If you're looking for viewers, this TSWS is not the place for you, buddy.
I know.
We're
I
here
just
for
thought
a
it was
good
funny.
time.
Like I saw drop and drop and drop.
People,
And I'll say it
everyone's
again.
falling asleep.
But I understand.
I'll
I
s-
understand. It's not
And
for
I'll
views.
say it again. You feel the need to bring it up, and I'll say it again. It's TSWS. All right. I was here when it was just me and Ham, right?
I know.
And then there was days when it's just Ham. Then there was days when it's just me. Me personally, I don't look at the view count. I'm being completely genuine about that. I don't care. I really don't. I'm here for what we do. All right.
I mean, with the way
So
you reacted to
Valorant,
Skate, I can tell.
Well, it was just
yeah, man.
it was
Because I
just
could have pretended like I gave a
You
shit
could have.
about
You could have. You
about,
definitely could have. You really could
but
have. You really could have.
no, I'm here.
No, I'm
to
just
be
saying you
genuine.
could have. I'm just saying you could have. That's all.
Screw that.
Definitely could have.
Yeah.
Screw that. All right. Valorant is coming to consoles. Guys, I saw this gameplay and I tried to understand why there's so many people playing Valorant. I want one of you guys to tell me what makes Valorant so awesome. Please.
It's just is it, I could be wrong. Isn't it like the same formula as CS:GO, but it's just
yeah
Yeah,
with
so it's-
powers.
yeah,
It's
like
got, yeah,
Also,
I
got
played it.
powers.
sorry,
I played on PC for a little bit. I didn't get into it because you have to use mouse and keyboard on PC, and I stink with mouse and keyboard in competitive things.
Got to stick it out.
Yeah,
It's better.
you really do. You need like
Yeah.
it's
You
gotta be
got
able
to
to put
train
up
your
with it.
brain.
Exactly.
Like the
and
big
I
thing
just
going,
can't.
yeah, the big thing going from controller to mouse and keyboard is you quickly realize how forgiving a controller is with giving you
Mhm.
headshots when you're not even close to the head. And
Yeah.
mouse and keyboard, you have to be precise. Like you need to be
Very.
on the head or you don't make the shot.
Very.
It's-
And also,
yeah.
people are so good at this game. So good at this game. I'm not.
Yeah. Like even when I play Halo on my PC, if I'm having a bit of an off day, especially in what's the mode where you get like the one shot kills with the headshot? I can't. It used to be called SWAT.
SWAT.
I can't remember what they call
Yeah,
it
it's
now.
SWAT. Oh,
Is it
that's
SWAT still?
tactical slayer.
Tactical
Oh,
Slayer, yeah. If
Yeah.
I'm off on mouse and keyboard days, especially playing that mode, I'll just switch to controller and be getting the headshots like crazy. It just doesn't care. You just all I do with the controller is literally just kind of sweep across the person, and it gives you the headshot. Try that with keyboard and mouse, and you'll get nothing. You
Yeah.
get rocked all the time. So different kind of game.
by the way,
Again, go ahead, Flemish.
yeah. So first of all, Riot makes good games. First of all, okay. Riot is a really good developer. They know what they want for the audience, what the audience wants, and they wanted to make just CS:GO but with powers. That's basically it. They wanted to make a tactical shooter, which they did, and tactical shooters have always been popular. I mean, Counter-Strike was always there, always popular, and just wanted to make a spin on it, and they thought what was cool. But I am afraid because this is not gonna be. I think this is not gonna have like how do you say it? Like when you move aim next to the head, it will still do headshots. Like
auto aim.
auto aim. It will not have
Yeah.
auto aim because it's not that kind of game. You have to be precise. I don't think they will have a forgiving system in this because you're also playing against PC.
No, but it says no PC crossplay. I remember I saw
No PC
I saw
crossplay?
something.
That's
Yeah, I saw something like
wild.
that.
If
So
that
then, yeah,
is the
they'll
case,
probably
damn.
have auto
There.
aim. They'll probably have
There you
auto aim
go.
then.
No PC crossplay.
That does
Mm.
seem kind of fair though, because to be honest, you'll get the people on controller, and then the people on PC. They've been playing for so, like I said, everybody's so fucking good at that game. They'll get massacred if they started doing crossplay right off the bat.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
depends. Well, yeah, I was going to say it does depend on aim assist and stuff like that, right? How hard they try and balance it. But I mean, I know people that play Destiny on controller and console that just kick butt against PC people.
Yeah,
It's just
but
a different style of play, right? You want to stay back a bit. You don't want to get up close because that's where keyboard and mouse will turn you inside out because you can turn around so fast. It's way too
Guns
easy to
look
lose
very
people when you're on
nice.
controller.
like when I see the gameplay, it does look like there's no aim assist. I can be wrong, right? But it just looks like it. It looks also in my mind just a tactical shooter like this, like Counter-Strike like this. Never had aim assist because PC only I know, but it feels like you still have to be precise enough. I could be wrong.
The guns look nice.
But don't forget, because it's Xbox Game Pass, because they
Mhm.
work together with Riot, all the characters are free, right? So you don't
Yeah.
have to pay for
Yeah.
one single character on Game Pass, which is gonna be awesome. So it's really good
So you
boon
get
for
more for your money if you're playing on Game Pass.
yeah, but
Ricky, what people think gamers are is babies versus what gamers are old wizards. We're getting old.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Further time comes for all of us. That's
Does.
it is what it is. Moving on. Among Us animated series clip and Outer Sloth revealed. All right, so my take on this one, real quick. The animated series looks like trash, but Outer Sloth looks like a very interesting initiative. It's meant to help lend a hand to indie developers. I'm excited for what it could bring, and I hope that indie developers do actually get all the benefits that was sold to them and us with this ad here by Outer Sloth. Do you guys have any thoughts on this?
I
Nothing.
don't want
All
to.
right.
I don't want to see animated like shows and I don't want to see a show trailer at the
Oh my God, what happened?
Summer Games Fest.
yeah, there you go.
Moving on, we got Dune Awakening,
Dunk
which was
Awakening.
Dune. Dune.
Dunk. You can look at that logo. It says Dunk.
Does it?
Yes.
All right. The
Do it
word
again.
here says Dune.
Yeah, but the logo, he said logo, so on the trailer.
Exactly.
Do it
Oh
again. I want to see
man.
it.
It just says Dunk. It's Dunk Awakening.
Where?
At the logo.
Where's the
Right.
dunk?
It's probably at the end of the trailer where
Yeah,
they put
probably at the
logos,
end.
Loke.
All right, fuck it. Let's see.
See? Dunk.
Yeah.
Oh, they added the E in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It does look like Dunk.
they added the line in there. Good for them.
Dunk Awakening.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
The last trailer
Dunk.
they showed did not have that line in there. It looked like
Okay,
just a C.
I've
That's
changed
awesome.
my mind. This is the highlight of the show right there. Dunk Awakening.
Dunk Awakening. Okay. Okay. These animated
Oh,
series
man.
is for the Gen Sus. It's not for our generation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because the animations are very, very bad. But this is Dune Awakening. If I remember correctly, there was zero gameplay, just CGI, and we're supposed to be impressed.
Well, there already was announced before this, and also
Did
they
we see
told there was.
gameplay?
Yeah, I think so. Just a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure, right? But it was announced
I have no
before.
idea.
This is just an extra trailer, and also it's just an MMO that's coming out. Like we don't know anything anymore, and I haven't even seen the movies. I don't know anything about Dune.
Same. I haven't seen one or two.
You should watch them. They're very good.
That's
Could
what I
be.
hear.
Before I watched them, I heard I was very skeptical. I was like, it's just hype, people just hyping stuff up. It can't be as good as people say it is, but the movies are very good.
Yeah.
Moving on, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 trailer shows off gameplay ahead of 2024 launch. Gentlemen, thoughts on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, oddly, it's I never played the first one, but
Okay.
while I was watching this trailer, I'm like, oh, this is Kingdom Come. Must be a second one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
The
Even though I
funny-
never played the first one, I somehow knew what it was. I don't know why.
They have a good style.
They also
That's
announced
all?
this before. Look, this has already been announced like a month ago with a special showcase, half an hour. So we already knew it was coming. So again, we
Jeff
hashed.
should have canceled this.
Yeah.
Jeff should have canceled this. Next, we had this one was
Slitterhead
interesting.
looks cool.
Interesting.
Yes. Original gameplay. For the first time, something we haven't seen.
This game looks off the wall. I don't know what's going on, but it looks pretty cool.
Yep. It looks like worth investing your money to find out what's going on.
Yeah,
You know which game it reminds me of? Ghostwire Tokyo.
I was good. Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
before we saw the gameplay and it looked like an FPS.
Hmm.
This is what this looks like. Ghostwire Tokyo looked like a day one for me. Then we saw more gameplay and I was like, I'm not impressed. But this looks wild.
Yeah, I'm interested in
What?
this.
Bro.
What is interesting to me
Yeah,
is
this
like
one actually did look pretty cool, or does look cool.
Yeah.
what does look interesting to me is like everybody can be a character. Like how is that
Yes.
going to work? What's the the mechanics going to be of every character? Like are they all going to have different things going on? Like the one is class, the other one is like a whip arm or something. I don't know. Looks interesting.
How a cutscene is
Yeah.
going to work. Yeah,
Cutscenes.
Yeah,
that's going to be
because
an interesting.
Watch Dogs tried to do the whole everybody can be a character thing, and it stunk.
Yeah, it wasn't
It
great.
was pretty bad. So hopefully they nail it with this because it looks cool.
It does.
Did you play a lot of Watch Dogs?
I played Legion. I got Legion at launch, just like one of the launch games I got with my Series X. I played maybe an hour, and I was like, I'm all set. I don't need to play any more of this.
Man, Granny Army was just the best. Trust me.
Yeah,
I played Watch Dogs 2 for about not 5, maybe 30 minutes. When
dude.
you get your first mission into like the big building,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I was bored out of my mind.
Dude, I played Watch Dogs 1 late because I got that early in Xbox One. I didn't play it until like a few years ago, and I was like, this game's fucking incredible. And I got Watch Dogs 2, and I was like, everybody thinks that's like, or everyone says that's the best one in the series, dude. I played
It's
it.
really not.
I couldn't
It's
last an
not.
hour.
I'd
in that
rather play
game.
the first Watch Dogs.
The first Watch Dogs was the story
It was
was
good.
so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
Have
It was
you
worth it.
A friend needs a little something
Who's,
stolen.
What's happening?
Is that me?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, I think it's you, yeah.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Wait a minute. Is that
Star
me?
Wars is yeah. Go
That's
to
you,
the top.
buddy.
Go to the top.
What the fuck?
Star Wars.
Why is it play? Where is it?
I would refresh the page, though.
There, Star Wars.
Refresh the page.
There.
God
Mute,
damn it!
Mute. Hit the mute while you're there,
Oh,
in case it starts again.
So
Yeah.
what game
yeah.
are we on at the moment? I've already
How do
forgot.
I cancel? Is there a way to fucking block this?
Why not just
Oh.
mute the internet page? Like in total, just go to your settings and mute
Jeez.
internet.
Yeah, you can
Fucking
do that.
Star Wars. Sit in the background like you deserve to. Jeez. Anyway, moving on. Slitterhead. Slitterhead looks interesting. Magic looks cool until it becomes a gun. That's true.
Yeah.
Tokyo, the Ghostwire Tokyo looked cool and then it looked like FPS. It's making me think of the game Drive with people. This makes you think of Driver. Okay. Next we have Delta Force Hawk Ops.
Looks cool.
Mute
I'm
this
interested.
motherfucker.
Looks like it's like a squad-based shooter, and it's free to
Yeah.
play, co-op.
Yeah.
It has a campaign. I'm interested in that.
Does it have a campaign?
Yeah, they showed a campaign trailer right after they did the whole initial trailer.
Was it not with the movie that they implemented in the game from Black Hawk Down or something?
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. They got the rights for Black Hawk Down. That's true. But those are
yeah.
those are missions, though. I didn't see anything about a campaign, Matt.
They announced after they showed this trailer. They said they were working on a campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if there is one,
This looks interesting.
I'd be willing to play the campaign. But just playing online for the sake of playing online, for me, I'm just not motivated.
I'm 100% motivated because this looks like what I liked about Destiny Strikes, but
Mhm.
a tactical, like a tactical shooter,
What
which
happens
I'm
in
interested.
Destiny Strikes?
It's like you and friends, or you and randoms. It can be either or.
Mhm.
But like you spawn in a map, you progress throughout like a small little story thing, and then
Okay.
at the end you fight a boss, and then you get gear and loot from that. But it's
And
like PvE.
you have to do that several times. You have to repeat the same stage, killing the same boss to continue to
I
level up.
mean, I guess yeah. If you play enough of it, yeah, you like because it's like a matchmaking system, and it'll put you into a random one. But there's like, especially in Destiny now, if you were to boot up Destiny, like I don't know how about this game's going to be when it launches, like how much content it's going to have. But like in
Okay.
Destiny, you boot up that game, and there's like dozens and dozens of strikes to play now at this point.
Yep.
So like, I don't know what this is going to be like at launch, but I'm interested in the concept for sure.
I do want to mention one thing myself though. Would not be cool like if multiplayer like is its own separate thing and just free, and then the campaign is always like paid, like they
I
try
think
to
that's what they're
do.
doing.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing with this.
So are there going to be
Um,
several campaigns?
I don't know. They just mentioned a campaign. I don't know.
Yeah, it just felt like the multiplayer and campaign were disconnected from each other. Like the multiplayer was free. It felt like it in my head, like how they announced it. And the campaign is going to be like its own separate thing, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think. That's what I felt like watching this.
Delta Force looks interesting. If it has a campaign, I'm interested to give it a go.
Dude.
Next is Killer
Just
Bean.
makes me think
Dude.
of Crossfire X and how that went over.
Oh my god.
But
Oh, Crossfire X was just bad. It's a
Tragic.
Horrible.
bad game.
Yeah.
Killer Bean looks crazy. Looks nuts. And I'm 100% for it.
All right.
Again,
Moving on.
this shouldn't be in my top 5 most hyped things from the show. This should not be.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be.
this is like a troll game.
Yes.
It's just funny that the guy who was working on animation in Reloaded from Matrix is just making his own game. One guy.
Mhm.
And that's why we have this.
Killer Bean was the highlight of the show. All right.
Yeah, that should
It
be a
ranks
sentence
up
that's
there.
being said.
yeah,
It's up
it
there.
ranks up there, man.
Yeah.
You gotta at least scroll through the trailer. What are you doing, Lowe's?
There's no trailer, brother. There's
Oh
no
my
trailer.
god! How are they not showing it? How are they not showing a trailer? Okay, all right, come on,
Cope and seethe, Matt.
man.
Moving on,
IGN
we've
really
got-
stinks.
Next,
really
we've got
stink.
Wonders.
It's a terrible site for terrible people.
All
All
right.
right,
Wonder
let's
Stop
go.
trailer reveals a cozy game with a dark secret. Oh.
But is this really a cozy game? What do we think?
I'm gonna tell you right now, no. If it's
I
from
don't-
the guys that made Stanley Parable and the other game, what was it again? I forgot. They made 2 games, right? If they make that game, it's for sure it's gonna have twists. It's gonna have special stuff. It's not just gonna be cozy. Not at all.
We need to get cozy here because I gotta
To
ask
ask
you
her
questions.
if it's a cozy game.
If it's a legit cozy game, because I don't believe it.
Nah.
Yeah.
What else going on?
I need more info on the T game. I see what you did there, H. I see what you did there. I'm not interested. Next, New World Eternum gets October release day. And consoles. Who's interested?
The energy on this show couldn't be lower. It couldn't be lower.
Do you know what's
Oh,
the
man.
worst about this? Do you know what's the worst about this? They didn't add anything
Oh
new.
my God.
It's just coming to console. That's it. and they
Oh.
were talking afterwards to the developers, and there's like, oh, well, what is this gun? That like the gun is from the beginning of the game already there. It was super
Hey.
bad.
Okay, so we're about to
Hams-
start the actual
Ham's
show.
here.
Ham's here.
Ham's here. We can talk
Ham,
about
Yes!
Xbox.
start
Okay.
the
Oh,
Release
camera.
thank
us.
God.
Release
Start the
us.
camera. Rachie says, "Look, go directly to the Xbox showcase and you will wake up." I know I
Right.
will.
Let's.
I was just we was just making some time so Ham could
In
get
fact,
on. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
take a I'm gonna take a vitamin B12.
Do you know
Wake
I've been
myself
drinking
up.
Monster?
You guys
just
sound like
to
you're
wait?
dying. What's going on in here?
We're talking about this shitty summer game show. It's bad.
You did this to us, Ham. You had to let us wait, so we had to
Oh,
cut to
man.
this shit.
Don't you dare talk to me in that accent.
We-
what's wrong with his accent?
What?
It's not,
Oh my god.
it's not Texan. You should know. Look, we don't
All
appreciate
right.
that around these parts.
Okay. Okay.
So
let's
go.
So first off, before we get into it, ladies, gentlemen, etc., let's go around the table, just asking everyone what your
Mhm.
thoughts are on the summer games. Sorry, the Xbox showcase. What are your thoughts on the showcase?
I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the Xbox showcase?
Yeah, I don't got time for no fucking stupid shit.
You don't want to talk about the Xbox showcase?
I thought you were talking about the Summer Games Fest.
No, we're done with that shit. I'm saying you
Oh.
don't want to talk about the Xbox showcase.
Oh yeah, I absolutely want to talk about that. That was the greatest show
Focus,
this year.
brother. The greatest show this
I'm
year.
sorry, I'm still stuck on the last topic.
Get unstuck, brother.
I'm a
Get
little bit of
unstuck.
jet lag, you know.
All right. Greatest show this year. Flemish. Thoughts on the Xbox showcase?
Yeah,
I got
it
more
was-
thoughts than that, bud.
We will get into it. We will get
Okay,
into it.
fine, fair enough.
Flemish.
For me, it was just a really good show. I was on my edge of my seat almost the whole time. There were
These
some.
backgrounds are changing and everything. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was on my edge of my seat almost the whole time. Was super excited to see a couple things that I wanted to see and got some check marks. So yay.
Okay. Mental. Xbox showcase. Brief thoughts.
Best showcase I've seen in a while. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've well, especially the first bit was like really good. Then it kind of went into a bit of a lull for me, but finished strong.
Okay.
It finished strong. So
All right.
there's a few ups and downs along the way, but generally speaking, I mean, it was good. It's really good.
All right. Matt. Xbox
Yes, sir.
showcase. Thoughts.
Loved it. Loved it. Just, I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get more into it, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
long story short, loved it.
All right. So what I'm also going to be brief. Xbox is the king
Ready
of
to break
showcase.
this shit down, look. What are we doing?
Yeah, we are, but we are about to break it down. I'm just saying, me personally, Xbox is the king of showcases. Now, gentlemen, we're going to start off with Doom. In no particular
I think it's
order.
going from showcases
Oh,
to just
man.
the king.
Oh,
We're starting with Doom.
Don't you dare
Have
skip
at
me,
it.
Loke. I know you heard that, you son of a
I'm
bitch.
not skipping anyone.
Don't
Jesus.
you dare. You heard me. You heard me. Don't act like you ain't heard.
What do you want, Ham? What do
I
you want
I
from me?
want you to bend the motherfucking knee. And not even for yourself, for Mike Johnson in the chat. Because that motherfucker's lying through his goddamn teeth. The only thing that's a 4 is his heartbeats per fucking minute right now after what he just got done seeing.
man.
That shit is beating slow. He is looking for the phone. It's around your neck, Mike Johnson. It's called Life Alert. Tap the button, motherfucker. You need help.
It is a good point though. Where is the damn handheld? those leakers. I want to know who was talking about an Xbox handheld. I want to know.
Everybody
who that
was
person
talking
is.
about an Xbox.
No,
handheld.
no.
Yeah, everybody but Xbox.
Someone
Sure,
started the
yeah.
rumor. Someone started the rumor. I
Well,
want to
the
know
whole
who
thing
that was.
the whole thing started with Jazz saying an Xbox handheld could be possible the way Phil Spencer's talking about it, and Phil Spencer was liking all the tweets and everything, and it made it seem like, wow, we're getting an Xbox handheld. So, and then everybody kind of ran with it and was like, for sure we're getting it. It'll be at the show. And
So Jez Corden. That's
yeah,
the
you
answer
could
to
say,
my question.
yes, you could say Jazz Gordon right there.
All right
All
then.
right.
All right.
Let's cancel him on X.
Yeah, be sure to be very upset.
Yeah.
All right.
Just start a campaign against them. And
you want me
get her
to
done.
bend my knee? I'm not going to bend my knee.
Not
that
for you, for Mike Johnson. He needs all the knees he can get.
Hell no. I'm not here to suffer other people's
You
foolishness.
need to. You need to
Nope.
take one for the fucking team.
Nope. As soon as I start making money, as soon as PlayStation fanboys start putting money in my account, I'll bend the knee. I'll start playing for the team. But until then, fuck them. Fuck everyone. Fuck the Xbox fanboys. Fuck the PlayStation
Mike Johnson's
fanboys.
about to send you a super chat, bud.
I don't care. You know what? If he sends a super chat, it's cool. It's cool. I might bend the knee. It's cool. But it needs to be $50. Anyways, let's get into the games. Because seems to me that Xbox has all the games. That meme about Xbox has no games, it's not even funny anymore.
And Sony should be like just quaking in their boots right now after seeing this onslaught of games.
It's a lot.
It feels like it's a bit much. It's a lot of games.
Like,
but let's talk about Doom first.
Tell me this.
Doom.
If all of these, if there was no question that all these games were Xbox console exclusives, right? No question if they were all Xbox console exclusives, would that not sell hardware? What you're seeing here today?
And
would people not be going out and buying Xboxes to play some of these games? But because there's this dark cloud of question marks that, they're all going to PlayStation, no one's going to buy
what's
anything.
The point?
Bro, all I seen, and I know I'm on the wrong console when I say this, but all I seen was old girl beating Joel with a bat. That's all I seen. And to me, and I'm not saying like beating PlayStation with a bat or anything, but what I'm just saying is like they were beating me with a bat, with repeatedly hitting me with day one on Game Pass. Day one on Game Pass. I was like, this motherfucking commercial doesn't need to be here anymore. Like, we get the picture. We get the picture. And there was a few times where, if you didn't notice, there was no day one on Game Pass on a few of the trailers. But for a majority of the time, it was like as much of a slap in the face as it was with the with the phrase world premiere.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, a lot of world premieres. A lot.
A lot.
So, Doom Dark Ages, that looked amazing. Like, that was just like wow to me, man. I was laughing out loud, literally. Like, that one got me so hyped.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the show. Started
it was.
Bro,
he has a chainsaw shield. Oh
man, like I had goosebumps. Like that was amazing.
Threw the chainsaw shield like a fucking boomerang, and
he threw it like the Captain America
forward and then to the side, and it continued to cut other enemies.
As
it came back.
Just looks. Yeah, I mean, come on,
it's fucking unreal.
Yeah, like
I love it.
Again, I'll say, Xbox console exclusive. That wouldn't sell hardware. I mean, people would be buying Xboxes to play this game. That's just the reality.
Sure.
But let's not do that. Let's just put it everywhere instead.
I said
don't
the
know.
same thing to Flemish before the show even started. I was like, Flemish. And I asked the exact same question. Like, if Xbox had been about the business from the beginning, this would have been like scary for Sony. And I'm not saying this as like a PlayStation guy. I'm not saying it as a PlayStation guy. I'm saying this as a gamer. This is not scary to Sony. It's not. Mental. This, just like Call of Duty would have been scary to Sony if it was going to be Xbox exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
This is not scary because it's all coming to Sony. So people are still going to buy PS5s. People are still not going to buy Xboxes.
Yep. That's why I don't get this strategy at this point. I mean, it just makes no sense that you finally have games coming out like they're just going to be a constant flood. And now we'll go third party.
It felt
just
like
seems
a flood.
Weird. Yeah, like it just seems weird to me that that's the decision you make now. Like you didn't even give it, like you said earlier, like Microsoft, they got all the money in the world, realistically. They could afford to just let it ride for a couple years.
Yeah.
With the strategy that, we all thought they were going to have, which is, building up all these exclusives and, Xbox is going to fly off the shelf because they're just going to have so many games. But we'll throw in the towel and it just seems
Mike
bizarre.
Johnson is hurting right now. He's bleeding out. This man's bleeding out tonight. Look at him. He is filling up our chat tonight. He's got a lot to say.
Damn.
This evening.
Okay, so
here's my cards.
Since you definitely want to go at him, this one. Go ahead.
He needs to add some extra mustard to that glizzy he's going to be eating in Lego World.
What?
Damn.
But
what's up?
I do have some pushback.
What's the pushback?
Because, like, and this is to Mental's point. I thought the exact same thing he was thinking.
I don't know what
why go third party? Can you imagine?
What are we talking about right now?
We're talking about this showcase on its own was amazing. We can agree on that. It was out of this world. This is probably one of the best showcases of all time. I'm not even joking. You guys talking about this year or recently? I'm talking about top 10 showcases of all time that's ever happened in the history of video games. For me, this one's in the top 10. It was banger after banger after banger. But the one question at the back of my mind, I thought it was just me, but then Mental brought it up before I even spoke to him. How many of these are going to PlayStation?
Doom. They said Doom, and I think there's one other game. But like they Gears E-Day isn't going to PlayStation. There's a bunch of games in here that aren't going to PlayStation.
Are we sure of this?
Well, okay, sure. We can do the whole thing of like, oh my God, what's going to happen in many years? Like we can do that. we can totally do that
right now. Are we trying to do that right now?
Like, if
it's be a sad day right now,
it's not a sad day, dude. It's an awesome day. Let's not lie to ourselves.
It's a great day for gamers. Like we finally saw some good games that are coming,
but it still matters.
But like, does it? Yeah, okay.
But does it? Time out. But does it?
Yeah, it does.
What part of
because
it?
Because as long as the question mark is there, this isn't going to build the Xbox ecosystem. Or it's not going to sell consoles. As long as the question mark is there, I don't. because people aren't just going to
That's fine.
run out and spend $500 if they know they can wait a year and it's on their console.
But they don't know that.
But yeah, exactly. But they
We
know
don't.
that.
But that's the thing. So people are going to wait because
They
they're just
might.
going to go. Well, they'll bring them to Sony eventually.
Sure,
They might, but my whole point is when you continuously get less on something else over and over and over, you tell me how many times you shop at the same store that gives you less than the one down the street. Over time,
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're
over
saying.
time, gradually change. And how many times do we have to
it's gonna take
repeat the
years,
same thing? That
like,
hold on, I'll let you speak. So like no disrespect at all, but my whole thing is if we're gonna keep coming here and saying Microsoft's playing the long game, then we can't keep worrying about next week. Like, we have to kind of pick a lane. Like, are we saying, hey, they're looking at the long game and maybe 5 to 10 years, who knows, 15 to 20? I mean, look at the difference between the consoles from 20 years ago to now. Look at the difference just between the last 10 years to now, right? Like, so it's just like big shifts can happen at any time. If anything proved that, it was the PS3. The PS3 came back out of nowhere where nobody was talking about them, but they just came back, and they've only had a few exclusives. Here's Microsoft that has a ton of games, and we're questioning one or two or maybe a couple going over to PlayStation, and you think the stigma of that's going to be so detrimental to the future that people were going to be on PlayStation 8 or like PlayStation 7 because Microsoft gave them 2 exclusives back in 2032 or something like that. Like in my opinion, I just think that the better deal will just be relevant, especially with as bad as Microsoft is at advertising. Eventually, they're just going to get good enough to where people will kind of want to like get into what's being offered into Game Pass, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. If that's going to be offered there, the illusion of this is a lot cheaper than just going to buy that's gonna come around. We see it with movies in everything that we listen to and consume every day. We come from a time where we went to Kmart to buy our music. We went to Target to buy our DVDs. We still go to Walmart, but we don't ever buy anything to throw into our consoles or our TVs anymore unless it's just a rare occurrence. Or we just see it on that crazy $10 sale that this was supposed to be $60, but it's not. Like, I just think the times will change eventually. And I think we're just so focused in on today that even though we have a podcast every other month that we say, man, the long game looks really interesting for Microsoft. And then we turn around and say, oh, we're worried about Microsoft the very next week. And it's just like, when is the madness going to stop? Which one are we going to pick?
So you're saying the long game is Game Pass, and that's what's going to turn the ship around.
The long term is ecosystem. If you haven't noticed, that's
right, which is Game Pass
is going towards. Nintendo is trying to even do their own ecosystem, by God. I mean, but
yeah,
but
no, I've always championed the Microsoft ecosystem. What I'm talking about is the future of their hardware.
They will have hardware just
because
like
none of these games said console exclusive. Not one of them. All they would they'd throw up, Xbox, PC, whatever. But not a single one of them said this is exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. Right? That's all I'm talking about. They're not coming out and just saying this is not going to PlayStation, it's staying here. That's all I'm saying, man. They never said it once.
I guess.
And without that commitment, people aren't going to run out and buy Xboxes because they've already got their console. They've got their platform of choice. They've got their exclusives they love on their platform, or they'd be on Xbox already. right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
I
just don't see
can't
this
say if you're right or
selling
wrong.
consoles. Yeah, I don't
Because
see it selling
know
consoles.
Because I don't know if from 10 years from now people are going to be playing on just tablets.
Well,
And
no, and I
consoles are gonna
agree.
be
There will be a day when
consoles are gonna be like
consoles don't
record
matter.
players.
Or the consoles in the future will likely be the handhelds because they'll be good enough. And you
Sure.
won't have the box,
Yes,
right?
they run everything.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm just saying, like, they had an opportunity with all these purchases they've made, all these games they showed today. If all their first party explicitly said this is staying on Xbox, it's not going anywhere else, they'd be selling hardware right now. Because this was a damn good showcase. Like Loke says, I agree. Like, it's one of the best I've ever seen. It was amazing. Yes. I got goosebumps multiple times watching this show. Like, there's games coming that I am so looking forward to. But PlayStation guys are too, because they all think, whether or not it's true, we don't know, because Xbox doesn't say anything. And the fact that they don't say these are exclusive tells me the door's open that they're not. And that's what every single PlayStation person is thinking that watched this show. That's all I'm saying. I don't disagree with you. There's a long game to be played. I just feel like they're not playing the right game for the long run. Other than if they're banking on Game Pass as their sole thing that they're going to bank on, that's fine then. But I don't think that's a system seller. That's not going to sell them hardware. And, you know, hardware is important to your ecosystem. That's the bottom line.
I think Game Pass,
so unless they go full handheld or something, who knows? I don't think Game Pass is a system seller because it hasn't been so far. I mean, Game Pass has been out how long now? 7 years? 8 years? It's not selling Xboxes.
But
look at where they sit compared to PlayStation.
They also haven't had a regular cadence of games. I mean, outside of like,
they're
I guess you
releasing
could,
what, 12, 13 games a month come out on Game Pass? Like, there's constant.
I'm talking about like
Exclusive.
first party games, like games from like we had
Xbox Game Pass didn't really have a cadence until 2022.
Exactly,
and that was a first party game. That wasn't even of their own.
Yeah, exactly. But look at what's happened with the sales since 2022. Nothing, right? Like, they're not exactly lighting the world on fire. That's all I'm saying. But I personally don't think Game Pass is a system seller. But maybe it will become one. It sure isn't today, though. Maybe it will become that system seller.
But also, like 2021, they had Halo, Forza, Psychonauts, and then 2022 was really, really shit. Was like historically bad year for Microsoft and Xbox. So
they didn't
like
release anything.
Yeah, they had not, like, outside of Pentiment, that was it. And then you had 2023 where it was like, okay, you start off strong with Hi-Fi Rush. People are hyped for Redfall. Redfall comes out, doesn't do anything that people were expecting it to do. Then you get to Starfield. You have people who
I'd be talking about Redfall today. I would have never, never thought I'd be talking. I thought this was going to be fun, and now it's just like a time of like, let's bring up a bunch of issues right now.
Yeah, but let's
move on. Let's move on. That's a good point.
It's one issue
on some dumb shit like that.
Let's move on. Let's talk about a great show
right now.
Can I just say one thing, because I have a completely different point. I don't care about what happens in the long run, in the short run. I just want more games. That's it. I play on
let's
everything.
Talk about that.
So I just see a bunch of games getting announced. I don't care if we get a new console or not, as long as the infrastructure is not ready with the internet and all that stuff. I don't see consoles disappear at all. They cannot afford to, right? Because I would lose a bunch of customers after a while. And people will still buy new consoles, whatever happens. Like, I don't know if the new consoles will sell anyway, but it just feels to me like this is all just, in this moment, it doesn't matter because it happens in a few years, 10 years. We'll see what happens. This can be a really long play. We don't know. Like, console generations take like 7-8 years before a new generation starts. So by then, maybe something happens. We have some other shifts in the industry, which happens over the last couple industries already. Digital is now coming up more than ever. So what happens in maybe 5-6 years, you don't know. You can only speculate, and it's frustrating to only speculate, but that's only what we have. So that's what I wanted to say on that take before we go back to show.
Cool.
All right. So this game has an interesting loop. It looks like it's turn based with some timed moves that you can select.
QTE.
Do we want to
This looks
go
like a hell of a
through
monster.
the games, or are we going to just kind of skip
Oh,
around?
yeah.
What's the
We're
plan?
going
Yeah.
through the games. We're going through the games.
Do we need to go back then?
Oh, we are not going
Yeah,
through
we-
every single game. Look, we are not finna do that.
31
Man,
games
come
or
on. It's
30
one of the
games.
best
Yeah.
showcases of all time, dude. It
Then I
deserves.
tell you what.
What?
On Tuesday we can go through every single game.
God
I'm not
damn it.
doing that tonight.
Can we
I
do
just
like the
got in
games that
from
are
a
new?
10-hour straight drive. I'm not sitting here for 3 hours talking about every single game.
Yes, Viper. Showcase was fire. Yes, Viper, you're right.
Yeah, it was. It was
All
awesome.
right. Xbox Game Studios presents. What's next?
I think
All right,
that'd
so
be
we'll
a
skip around the
fantastic
games that aren't
idea
great.
to do.
Yeah, skip
All
the
right,
ones that weren't
here we go.
awesome, but South of Midnight.
Okay, this one was awesome. This one
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah. The one
Yeah.
thing I
Yes?
found weird with this was the cutscenes being, they felt like they're like 15 FPS claymation type stuff.
Yeah, something.
And
Yes.
then it would go into the gameplay that was like smooth and everything looked great, and then it was so jarring going back to the cutscene. I don't know if you guys found that, but I think the game looks really cool.
No, it's actually more
Yeah.
jarring because the character keeps moving at the same pace. Like the character is
Yeah.
actually stuck to that frame rate. And there's another game in the showcase as well that does exactly the same thing. And I
Yeah,
hate it.
I noticed that.
I
Yeah.
hated it in Spider-Man 2, and I will hate it in this one.
Oh shit! Yeah, I thought it
That
looked
game
awesome.
looked hot.
But it looks
Dreamcast
cool.
guy said it's 7.5. You must be on that on that math. 7.5? You must be
I-
high.
Who says 7.5?
Dreamcast guy.
Oh, I don't
Oh
care.
well, nobody gives a shit about Dreamcast guy. What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Viper's one who pointed it out.
My daughter thought this one looked really cool too. She's
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
I'm really excited for South of Midnight. I'm very happy for
Yeah.
Compulsion. Very happy for them.
Yeah, this looks really cool. Looking forward to it.
Man, Xbox, there's so many good games coming.
I'm just afraid that the game will like it will distract a lot of the gameplay with that frame rate issue with the frame rate choice, basically.
Yeah, it's a
To have the
choice.
frame
It's
like
an
that.
Yeah, it's
artistic
a choice.
choice.
I
definitely.
I hope maybe they have like a slider in the game where you can actually change it. But that's just my thing. Like I hope they will implement that.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Yeah.
That
Maybe
would
if
be
you
nice.
cry hard enough.
And her powers, it's like she's holding two wands or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What is
it
that?
looked cool.
It's smooth. It looks smooth.
The fact that you can fly and shit, it looks really awesome.
Oh, man.
The
Oh,
art
my
style.
God. Rachie, today's a day for celebration. All right. The art style's very nice.
Yeah, graphically it looks really
Can't
good.
wait for this game.
Yeah. The art style is something very magical.
Even
in it, I
artistically as
think.
well. Yeah, even the check. This part was wow for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just have to like notice the crows are flying and then you can follow them. That is freaking awesome.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy we got gameplay for that.
Alligator. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Next.
Next. No shade. We're just skipping because Ham's tired.
I'm
But-
mad tired.
Showcase is awesome. The game's
Understandable.
awesome. Coming 2025. Our backlogs are in trouble, gentlemen. That's all I will say.
Have you guys noticed that almost all the games that are announced for dates already, like full dates, are coming at the end of the year?
I was
Why?
pretty disappointed that I
Yeah.
still didn't get a date for Avowed.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
I
like
was
getting a
like,
date
right?
for Avowed, and
No
Indy
kidding.
kind of disappointed me.
That was a bit irritating. Yeah.
But the Indy, I thought the Indy trailer looked great, though.
By the way, this disappointed me, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's an Xbox showcase. We'll talk about Xbox games, and then we're getting a trailer for only the PC for the new expansion.
You didn't know that PC is Xbox. You didn't know this.
No, but like it's
You know,
I didn't understand this thing. I didn't understand at all.
they could
It
put
makes sense
this
to me.
on Xbox and just have keyboard and mouse requirement for it. Like they've got the support. The Xbox supports. My son plays with a keyboard and mouse on his Xbox all the time.
Yeah, but
It's totally doable. They could do it.
there's a couple big MMOs that already have like console support, like controller support, right? That they have like Final Fantasy, like Elder Scrolls, and a couple others. But like it is possible already. They've been trying it for years. They've been like in the betas they had. There was already control support. There's an add-on in the game where you can actually have control support as well, so you can play on PC with the controller. They just have to implement it. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. And for quick and dirty though, put it on. Just say, hey, keyboard and mouse required.
Go.
Put that in Game Pass, and that could go wild. I'm
Oh,
just saying.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I'm just saying.
It looks
like,
cool.
Yeah, new expansion looks cool. Yeah.
Fritanga plays called you based for what you said. What? Oh my goodness. All right.
Who's that? Fritanga?
I didn't know that. Fritanga is a YouTuber.
Oh.
Which game is this one? Is this still
World of Warcraft? World of Warcraft. This is new expansion, The War Within. So that was basically everything that came before, and this
it's
is
a
the
good
new
thing.
stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool, Viper. Cool. It's a good thing. All right. Sorry, you were saying something, Flemish?
Yeah, it's just like they were showing the old stuff with every single expansion that came out, and now we have new stuff. Basically, The War Within. There's a new expansion coming in August. So whoop-de-doo.
We can skip the next one.
What's the next one?
I think it's like Metal Gear or something like that. I don't know.
Metal Gear?
Oh.
Oh,
Is it?
yeah. Metal Gear.
Gentlemen.
As soon as I knew
Gentlemen.
I thought like, look.
Gentlemen. Hold on.
You don't want to skip this one? Okay.
Hold the phone.
Can we vote?
Gentlemen, there's no Ham. Turn the camera back on. Turn that camera the fuck back on, motherfucker. Turn it on, Ham. You know what? I'll turn it on for you. Don't mess with me. This guy muted himself. All right. Well, I'm excited for this game.
Talking to his kid or something.
I'm excited for this game. I'm not sure it's going to run on my PC. I think it will. I mean, Cyberpunk runs, so I think it will. I can't wait for it to come out. I think it's going to be freaking awesome. Hopefully by then I'll have my capture card so I can capture my playthroughs of Metal Gear, whether it's live or just recording the gameplay, whatever. But I'm super excited for this. I think it's going to be a banger, and we are all very grateful that this is coming out. Yes, Matt. Yes, nod your head. Mental, also nod your head. We're all very grateful to Konami. We're grateful to Kojima for making this. I just find it hilarious that this thing gets highlighted at the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, that was
why is that hilarious?
Years ago, this would have been on the PlayStation showcase.
Normally.
No
for sure.
doubt.
Wow.
Like, no
the
doubt.
Xbox One showcase had the last Metal Gear at it too. So this is if you go back, the Phantom Pain or whatever it was called, that one was at the Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
So I want to remember. Was this not like the title was not announced on the PlayStation Showcase last time, or something?
I thought it was announced at
Uh,
SGF
I
or
think it was.
something.
Oh yeah. End of the
Yeah, I
year.
think it was last year
Yeah,
at the Summer Game
true.
Fest. Yeah.
Yes. No, not summer. Like the end of the year.
All right, Tam, you can turn your camera back on. Now we have Sea of Thieves.
I'm all set on Sea of Thieves.
Oh, and okay, on Boom Show. Nice. Look is happy. They delayed the game and showing a trailer instead. Bite me, Rachie. Bite me. MGS3 Remake was one of the best games shown for sure. For sure. I can't wait. Can we skip this?
Yes.
Because I don't care.
Yeah, skip the last thing, honestly.
I don't care for any of this. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that's the Flintlock game.
Flintlock.
Looks cool. Comes out
Another,
soon too.
in my opinion,
Looks pretty cool. Yeah.
banger. This is a banger.
Although it's given me, I don't love that in the trailer. They called it a soul. Like I'm so burnt out on Souls.
Soulsborne,
Like
yeah.
I'm so burnt out on Souls. Even though this looks really cool,
We
and
need
I've been following it for a while.
Soulsborne.
No,
we don't have enough
don't.
Soulsborne games.
No, we don't. Jesus, there's a trailer they showed at this showcase that I swear I saw at least 15 times in the past 2 weeks, and it's a whole new game.
What
And I'm
trailer?
just like I forget what it was called. If we see it, then I'll know it. But I forget what it's called. But it looks
was
like
a Soulsborne.
Yes, it looks like Rise of the Ronin, and it looks like the last 2 games they showed at Sony's. It just no.
Phantom X, Phantom.
No, it's not Phantom.
What
It's
the heck was it called?
Gentlemen.
Wukong?
Fallen Feathers.
Yes.
Black
Lady.
Wukong. Yeah.
He's in Gentlemen. I thought
Perfect
Perfect
Dark.
Dark was dead. I thought it was dead.
Perfect
Where's
Dark.
all the trolls saying this game is in development trouble? It's never coming out. Xbox mismanages projects. Where's everyone?
This looks like sci-fi Dishonored, and I
Yes, it does.
fucking love that. I can't tell you how much I love it. I'm
this looks good.
ecstatic. Like
Yago,
but,
you should have seen it
man.
earlier. This was a 9.9. This was one of the greatest of all time. Go ahead, man.
I'm just so excited. Like my only hope for this game is that it has a multiplayer, but after we'll deal with that when we get to it. I'm just so happy it looks this good. I'm so happy it looks this good. And I'm happy because I got Dishonored vibes from it. And that I wasn't expecting it at all. And that made me so happy.
Yeah.
I
noticed some frame pacing issues in it, but
Yeah.
hopefully that all gets sorted out before it comes out. Do we know what engine it's on? Is it their own engine or is it?
I thought it was Unreal, but we talked about it when we were live streaming it. I don't know if it was ever announced. I'm gonna look that up.
Oh my God, Rachie says ponies will say, well, technically it's a Crystal Dynamic game.
which is fine with me. I love Crystal Dynamics.
Right.
Listen,
Love
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Dishonored or this stuff, but I'm very happy that you're happy about this, Matt. You really
ecstatic.
You really are super happy about games. So I'm thrilled
love this.
that you're having a good one with this one. And also, this is quick side note for me. I'm excited to hear all the coping. This week is going to be. I'm genuinely curious. I want to see what the angle is going to be. How did Xbox mess this up?
Look at that.
How was this bad for Xbox? I want to see all the angles. Besides the obvious one that we spoke about earlier about are these games going to be exclusive? Besides that,
you nailed it.
Yeah, this looks so good though.
It does.
Really does.
Looking forward to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. Dude, I was very skeptical about after not hearing about it for so long, I was super skeptical.
You're like,
and
is this even going to happen?
Yeah. Dude, it looks
put Matt Booty on the screen for a minute.
That was confusing.
Because as a community, we did what? What was confusing?
Matt Booty just be like, I'm like, after everything that's happened this year,
Yeah.
it's just like Matt Booty's the last person I want to see on the screen in my
What?
Xbox show.
He's delivering.
I thought they were
okay.
talking about Diablo.
Just no, Diablo looks amazing, incredible.
it's
This
not about
trailer
Diablo.
looked
Yeah,
good.
but I'm just confused as to why Matt Booty was the one to introduce it.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Ibarra's not there anymore.
Can I just talk about Diablo for a second?
Damn, man.
Talk
Go
about
ahead. Go ahead.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I love, first of all, they have a new class that's not been announced, like not been done yet, right? They got a new class coming. I love that we have a pet in game now. When you do a special quest, you can immediately have a pet. I do not love the pricing structure that they're doing for the expansion. It's too much.
How
How much is it?
40 for the base game, then 780. I'm talking about euros, right? Because I don't know
Oh.
how it is in American dollars. I'll have to check. So in euros, the base game is 40. Then the deluxe edition is 60, but you get a premium battle pass token, which is $10. So you're actually paying like 50. And then the ultimate edition is 90. So basically, like the previous one, it's the same price, right? But for the stuff you get in the ultimate edition, like the 3000 platinum, which is almost $27 with the premium battle pass token, so it equals out a little bit. You're just paying like $10 more if you count it. So I think it's annoying, but somewhat fair, in my opinion. But man, I just love where they're going with the story. It looks so good.
So you're getting on Xbox, on PlayStation, or on PC?
Well, the funny thing is I only need to get in one platform because it's cross progression anyway. So if I get it on PC or on Xbox, it doesn't matter, even though Xbox is mostly more expensive. So and that I can just have all my skins and all my pets and all that stuff just on the other consoles as well. So it wouldn't matter. Like that's the cool thing about Diablo 4. What
So you
they're
still
doing.
haven't answered the question though.
Oh, PC, yeah, for sure.
So
Okay.
you buy the the
Cool,
battle
cool.
pass, I guess this is. Sorry if I'm wrong there, but and it works on every platform?
Yeah, if you buy the Battle Pass, it connects with your account, and your account is like on all platforms the same. So I can play on Xbox, I can play on PlayStation,
cool.
on PC, and it just moves over. Like you can just continue. Like I had the PC version, the deluxe, and the Ultimate Edition for PC, and I got 2 Battle Pass tokens, and I could just use 2 on Xbox if I wanted to. Just saved it up. It's cool.
All right. Diablo 4, banger of a game.
Trailer, man. Oh my god, so dark.
Yeah, the trailer is pretty cool.
My wife was watching and she saw the head like split in 5. And she's
that was cool.
That arm splitting in half was nuts.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I just love how dark it went.
That was very detailed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Playground. What game did they?
Let's go. Fable.
Fable.
What do you mean?
Oh,
What game?
Fable.
What the hell?
You damn pony.
Yo.
What's
He doesn't
wrong
play
with
games.
you?
He doesn't know. Don't blame him.
What's wrong with you,
Jeez.
Loke?
He doesn't
I'm
know.
sorry.
He
You
doesn't know
sick-
Playground
Jeez.
games.
You degenerate.
Everyone's coming for my neck there. I'm
You're
sorry.
damn right. Get your shit together, Loke. What are you doing?
COD will be played anywhere. Yeah, COD is going to it's going to own video games again.
Like the game itself looks so beautiful. Now we actually see gameplay, right? We see how the game looks basically in game.
So it's confirmed that she's the main protagonist. Okay, can you pick?
Yes.
No,
I mean,
I
well,
don't.
no, it's not confirmed, but it's like everything we're seeing. It's like, I mean, I'm assuming, fully
So
assuming.
that means it's going to be like different from the previous Fable games where you could pick the protagonist that you
female?
wanted to have.
Female,
Male,
yeah.
female, tall,
Yeah.
short, black, white.
Mm.
Maybe
mean,
it's because of the graphics, right?
Maybe it's just this is like the character they're going with for the trailers, and maybe you can, but the way it seems, it's going to be like that's the character.
Yeah, I think it's going to be locked, probably because of like graphics and stuff, right? Because the previous Fable games weren't very detailed.
No.
Or
It might have been too much work to make a character you can create. No,
No,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe all I know is this game looks fucking awesome, and
It looks
It does.
really good.
Fable has always been about telling your story the way you want to do it, so it wouldn't make sense to me that they wouldn't make like a character choice, like you can make your own character somewhat, right? I mean, it's also 2024, so in a Fable game, like where you could choose like your hairstyle, I think you could choose like men and women. Don't think you can choose your hairstyle in the third
no,
one.
you get a pre-made character.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, like female and male was a thing that's always been in Fable, right? So why not now?
okay. Well, I guess we'll see. But for now, it looks nice. Play it day one with Game Pass. This is the new Xbox mantra. That's what it is.
And that was 2025 too. They said come in 2025, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
premiere.
I did not expect less that Fable was gonna come earlier.
Another hero shooter. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, this look, and what's crazy is the art style for this looks really cool. It's just I'm burnt. I'm burnt out on seeing trailers like this.
I'm done with another.
When I
like,
saw 5v5, I kind of just was like,
cousin.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the art style though.
On some DJ Khaled.
I'm curious what the cards
Another one.
do, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there's some kind of a, gameplay mechanic there,
Ability.
obviously, but I mean, generally speaking, it's another 5v5.
Would it not be the same like the Valorant, basically, where you just instead of
Essentially.
powers per character, you have just cards that have like
Random
powers?
Oh,
cards.
it could be. I've
Yeah.
never played Valorant, so
But it looks a little bit more goofy, right? Just with the
Yeah.
giant head thing and stuff. So
Yeah.
Get it to the side. It's fine. Next.
Winter Bro. This
What?
one made me laugh out loud.
Oh, fuck.
At the end, when the
Oh,
owl comes
yeah.
and takes his buddy, I started laughing. My kids were like, "Why are you laughing at that? That's sad."
All right.
Anyway,
Another nothing game.
we already
mixtape.
knew. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gee.
This we already
Okay,
knew
it could-
before.
Flight
It's this
Sim.
one. Oh,
Flight
Flight
Simulator.
Simulator, the new
Looks
the new
amazing.
stuff that they're putting in,
Yeah.
like the mission structure. They can actually do missions. Cool,
Yeah.
but we already know, and it's
Like the
not
rest-
the release date yet.
The rescue mission looked cool
Next,
with the ship
next,
and everything.
next. Bethesda presents.
Oh, is that not
what else? What else?
Starfield?
This is the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Starfield
Next.
was at the top of the show.
It was cool.
Next.
I tried the Elder Scrolls Online. It was actually pretty cool. It's just
Yeah.
I don't have the time to put into it.
It's a really it's a really cool game, but it's so much content.
It's just
Yeah,
cool that
and
you could
next-
play all
next-
DLC.
It would be like the only game you can play,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. And you'd never finish it because they keep
Yeah,
updating it.
That's an MMO for you. That's just regular thing in an MMO.
It's not just an MMO, dude. It's a good MMO. If we're being honest.
This
Oh,
actually
another
looked
nothing game.
interesting
All
to
right.
me, to be honest.
Stranger Things?
Um,
No,
Did it?
that was Life is Strange,
Strange,
double
yeah.
exposure. Partly, I think, because of that medium-like mechanic where there's parallel world that you can kind of flip back and forth between. I thought that seemed
Yeah.
kind of cool.
it's cool.
But we'll see.
Moving on. To the side. To the side. Moving on.
Do you need to be somewhere, Luke?
No. No. Next. Oh, this
Oh, machine games.
I have a hot take. So at
Yeah.
the first time I saw this, me and Ham and Matt almost had a fight, and you guys are talking about I have no like taste in
Well, you
games
don't,
or
but
whatever.
continue.
But now I see more gameplay. I'm interested. I'm interested. Before I was just like, I don't care. When it comes out, I'm not even going to install it. Now I think I'll
Jesus.
probably install this and I'll give it a go.
I was like watching this, and all I kept thinking is like they've really held true to the movies
Mhm.
and how the movies play out and the way stuff was like I'm looking forward to this one. I'm quite excited to give it a go.
Rachie, I'm with you on that one. That was a surprising point. I'm with you. Matt, Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
more or less
looks great.
interested?
I mean, I was already very interested. First of all, I love machine games. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like huge into Indiana Jones, but I love
Me
machine
neither.
games, and I knew when they got it, they were gonna crush it. It was just a matter of like the question of like, is it gonna be third or first person? Well, we know it's first person, and it looks pretty awesome. Like it looks pretty damn awesome. I'm very much interested in this game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually, I'm sad it's not third person. I will always be sad about it because
What?
from all, yeah, I'm just sad it's third person. I would love it more in third person because the cutscenes are all third person. It doesn't look like anything's first person in cutscene, at least from what I see, right? And it just feels more like you're continue immediately from the cutscenes. Like if you go back to first person, it just feels for me different. Just yeah, I don't know. It looks cool. I will play with day one for sure, but I loved it to be more third person. Personally, I think it would be better. That's just my personal take.
I'm super interested in this game. Well,
Mhm.
way more than I was before, because before I was just whatever. Now it looks like it's genuinely worth looking into. But this cut was definitely extended. Definitely extended. This was the mecha game that we saw at the Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
So keep it moving. Next, we have this. What was this?
This
I'm
is
forgetting
also a
the name.
Soulsborne type game.
This
Oh,
is the
yeah,
game I was
no,
talking about.
this-
This is the game I was talking about.
Fallen Feathers, Fallen Feathers.
Yeah,
Not
something
feeling it,
special.
man.
It looks like literally like 15 trailers I've seen in the last 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
What?
Okay.
That's harsh.
It does. Look at it.
Doesn't it look a little bit more like Neo, where you have like special
Sure.
powers because you have like the
Sure.
demon side of you with
Yeah.
that she's talking about in the trailer at least.
With the left arm because
Sure.
it's in her blood.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
you're not gonna play this, Matt?
No, I'm not gonna play. Like it looks cool, and I'm sure people who want to play it are gonna love it. But it's just I'm so burnt out on every game needs to be a
I can't
Souls-like
wait for
game
this.
now.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a banger for me.
And I
Game
hope you
Pass.
enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, man. And it does come to Game Pass, so it's like I'll probably give it a shot, especially if it's in Game Pass. But it's like
Probably won't finish it.
yeah, maybe who knows? We'll see.
Might
It
fall
comes
for
out
it.
later in the year, so it gives me plenty of time between now and when it comes out, where I can maybe decompress from the whole everything's a Souls like.
Avowed. He gave us more like story options. Apparently, you can pick between 3 factions, which is very interesting.
I see enough. I just need the game.
But no,
I just
no
want to play
release
the game.
date. Yeah, can I skip it, guys?
Did you guys, when you were watching it, did you see the stuttering issues? Like I was starting to think it because there were so many games that had hiccups and stutters. I was thinking it must be the stream.
I thought it was
mine.
mine.
Rewatch segments.
Sure.
So
I know there was
Yeah.
a few games that definitely had some issues.
Like frame pacing problems.
yeah.
But maybe it was just the stream.
It could have
was
been,
doing it.
yeah.
What did you watch it on the Xbox or on IGN or?
I
on
was
Xbox.
watching it on my PC.
Okay, but on what
No, but
stream?
I watched it
like,
Oh,
through
on the
Twitch
Xbox stream, like
on-
Xbox YouTube stream.
I didn't see
Xbox,
many
yeah.
stutters, but I did see a couple. I just don't remember the games it was on. But I had the
This
same
game
thing.
looks awesome. Adam,
Yes,
Yeah,
it
this
does.
looks cool.
Does not look like We Happy Few, but then
Yes, it does.
dude, it reminded me of We Happy Few meets Atomic Heart, and I'm
Ooh.
like, I'm kind of down with that.
You're down for that.
Yeah,
Fuck, I still haven't played Atomic Heart.
it's
Oh my
so
goodness.
good.
Oh.
What are you doing?
dude.
Right.
I was playing Stellar Blade. What are you talking about?
Yeah, play a real game.
Play a real game, whatever. But
What are we doing?
me.
I say
This
that
is
as
what
someone who
Atomic
purchased
something.
Stellar
It is
Blade.
Atomic something, right? The name.
It's
Atomfall.
Atomfall.
Atomfall. Yeah.
But still after
Atomfall.
this year, so
Good
it's
game.
far away. We're probably gonna see another
Yeah.
trailer.
And it comes to Game Pass. Let's go.
Day one. Next. Another Souls like. This is Assassin's Creed, right?
Yes,
Assassin's Creed Yasuke.
It
I call it
does-
Assassin's Creed Yasuke.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
those.
calling it.
I'm
I don't
excited.
call it
I'm
Shadow.
excited for this game.
It-
People are
it-
shitting on it, but I'm like legit excited. So
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Can I,
I think
ask
it
you one?
looks really good. I never finish Assassin's Creed's games, so
I have no excuses.
I'll wait till it's
Oh, come on.
I'll wait till it's $10.
seriously, that's a good point, Raichi. Atomic Heart came out in 2022, day one in Game Pass. What were you playing in 2022?
Oh
Look,
yeah.
I mean, what were you doing? Come on.
All right. Let's Google it then. Let's Google it. The games.
Google what? What are you Googling?
2020.
Can I just say one
I'm sure
thing
it's playing
about
something.
Ubisoft
interesting.
games?
You
Yeah,
weren't.
go ahead.
You weren't.
As I
promise
try
you
and
you weren't.
defend myself.
Ga- Ubisoft games in general are just like so many things on the map that you just get bored.
Oh, I was
of
playing
doing
Sequel.
Sensory overload.
all those things. Yeah. It's like it's cool. No, I love the
My point
setting.
stands.
Like the setting is super awesome. We've been waiting for
Oh
this
my
setting
God.
in Assassin's Creed for
Yo,
years.
Matt, Sifu, Elden Ring.
Sure.
Of course, I was busy in 2022.
Yeah, but
What are you
Elden Ring
talking
came out
about?
after. Elden Ring came out after Atomic Heart. Look,
Okay, Sifu.
I don't.
It's
Look,
it was
play
a small
Atomic Heart.
game.
Sifu came out early in the year.
Yeah, but
Play
it was a
Atomic
small
Heart.
game. It's
Play Atomic-
it's like literally
No.
a few hours.
It's actually
okay.
not.
The
okay.
past is the past, Luke. Just play Atomic Heart.
All right.
That's it. That's it.
No
Flemish,
excuses.
finish your point.
Well, that was my point. I'm just saying, like, it looks cool. It's just the 10,000 things to do on the map. And
Yeah.
even though the setting is really cool, we've been waiting for years. It's just still a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, that's why I never finish them.
Raichi, I don't just play games on Game Pass. Stalker 2 was the next game.
It looks good.
Oh, I can't wait for Stalker 2. Plus, they got a
It
bunch
looks
of
good.
editions coming
This looks
out, and I want to get one of the special editions just to support the studio. But the game itself genuinely looks fucking awesome.
Can we just
It
give a
does.
shout out to the
looks
devs
like
for
a
doing all that
spectacle.
work?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing all that work under the pressure they're under, just fucking unreal.
That's insane.
Yeah. I made a note, like the gunplay looks really crisp too.
Yes.
Yes.
They have some cool reload animations that look really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
The
It looks good.
lighting is crazy.
I think there's not one thing that looks not
wild.
crazy in this game. Everything is just
Yeah, it
wild
looks
off
good.
the
Guys,
charts.
Guys, here's a crazy thought. Probably not going to happen, but Fallout with these graphics.
It exists in mods already.
Yeah.
You
Looks
just
like
go-
this.
Yeah, just download. Dude, there's plenty of mods, ENBs and stuff you can download on PC.
All
Just-
right. So now I have a mission. I'm going to play
I
Fallout.
mean, you
on
probably
PC.
need to upgrade your PC quite a bit, but yeah, you
What?
can definitely do that.
Wait. Mine plays Cyberpunk on close to like
That's not
max settings.
again. We're talking about like photorealistic mods, Luke, and they're quite demanding.
4K textures, everything. Like
They're quite demanding.
Yeah. Hits
just
the video memory pretty hard.
Yeah, just realize it does not have the gameplay like this though.
Exactly. It'll still be underneath Fallout.
The gameplay
but-
is still the same.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Okay, so gameplay and appearance. That's what we need. Fallout 5. Someone needs to take Fallout 5 away from Bethesda in terms of gameplay.
Shut up, Loke.
Let
Shut up.
Bethesda do the RPG
Shut
side,
up.
the leveling, and
Oh,
the story. Gameplay,
man.
give it to these guys.
Another terrible take by Loke.
No,
I don't care.
Let's no, you don't care, and that's the problem, Loke.
I don't.
That's
I
the
really don't.
problem. That's really
That
the
Gentlemen,
problem.
new
Which console?
Black Series X looks kind of cool.
It
yeah,
does.
Special
What
edition
bothers?
it's like stars or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
listen.
like
I
a
think it's
galaxy
Galaxy
or
Black.
whatever.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is apparently it says it right there. It says it's a special edition, 2 terabytes, which I think the 2 terabytes is really cool. Why not just release a regular Black Series X 2 terabytes? Is my question, because apparently that special edition costs like $5.99, which
50
No.
euros, 50
I,
more.
sp- I get it. It's a special edition, but at the same time,
Yeah.
we should be lowering the prices on all of
Yes.
these
Yeah.
things.
Yep,
'Cause
that
the
2
prices-
terabyte. Yeah.
All the components have gone down. So why is the price
Yeah.
still the same?
That's the confusing bit to me.
Well, that's why this console gen hasn't seen the extreme growth that we would have seen with
Yeah.
the Xbox One
Because a lot
PS4
of people
gen,
would have
right?
jumped. A lot of people would
Yeah,
have jumped
like
by
even
now.
exactly, and even PlayStation sales have slowed, and it's the price. They gotta start lowering the price.
They haven't
can't
slowed
just
as
sit there.
much as the Xbox sales, but they have slowed.
Yeah, they've
I think-
slowed. Yeah,
The aggressive thing to do would be take that 1 terabyte Series S, $200. You take
$200.
the Series X, that white digital Series X, that's $350, and that special
What?
edition. That special edition at max, that special edition should be $500 at max.
oh, at max, yeah, like 450 even.
Yeah,
Because you look at the price on NAND, it's so cheap. I mean, yeah, it's gone up a little bit lately, but like storage costs are nothing compared to what these used to be when they launched. Like, it's just, there's no comparison. There's not a single part inside that box that costs more now. Everything's come down dramatically.
Can I say one thing though? In Europe, the Xbox Series X is 550. So here it's actually just 50 euros more expensive for 1 terabyte extra space,
So that's
which is not that
good.
bad. Like
Well, in Canada, it's $650 for the regular Series X. So
That's nuts. That's just crazy. I don't know.
yeah,
what-
that's
that's why they're not selling. That's why they're not
Yeah.
selling, man. People got to put food on the table. You know,
oh my god, this is the Gears. Oh,
this
Yeah.
looks so good. I love the
Oh,
throwback to the song
horror.
too that
yeah,
I'm drawing
from
the
the
blank
original
on now.
trailer.
Yeah.
Mad World.
Mad World.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I could not think of the name.
Oh,
They got a young Marcus Phoenix and Dom.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, so good.
so. Would this be
Man.
the origin of the
Oh,
this
of
is
Marcus?
prequel.
Yeah,
this
this
is this is a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah, E-Day.
Dude, you
Which-
never read the books? Brother,
Book?
I didn't read.
Who
the
reads
books.
books?
bro.
Yeah,
read
look,
the
don't
books.
I
ask
don't
that
like to
question.
read books. I play
Read the
games.
books, bro.
Well, don't ask that question like you're.
Oh,
You didn't read the books. No,
I did.
Most people didn't read the books. Look, that's a fact.
That
They
was
are
so good
glorious.
right there.
Karen
Going
Travis.
off.
Karen Travis is the one who wrote the
Oh,
books.
man.
There's
There's
not
like
That's
4 or 5
phenomenal.
of them.
from-
Phenomenal universe, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so
This-
hyped for this. I'm also blown away by the
Oh,
fact because everybody was like, "Oh, Gear 6," and I'm thinking, okay, continuation. They're gonna mix up the gameplay
Oh.
elements. They're gonna add some new things.
Yeah.
But then to end the show with, it's not Gear 6. It's a prequel.
It's better than Gear 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
It's
Gears
just-
is
Marcus
dead right
is
now.
back, baby.
world has reached the Star Wars phase where you have to go back in time because moving
And
forward
this,
is it.
and I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, this basically,
And it's Gears of War. Not
yes,
Gears of War.
this basically confirms. I mean, not officially, but to me, this basically confirms that they're working on the collection.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
as well.
Here's the prequel, and then we'll give you the collection fully, either remade, remastered, whatever you want to call it, for everyone to play.
So
Is
maybe
what I think.
they just make
Gogo
the
Poe, Gogo
maybe-
Poe, I'm
Hmm?
100% behind you. If you have an Xbox and you were wondering, fuck, I'm so missing out on so much stuff on PlayStation. For me, for the people that already own an Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
there, you don't need to buy a PlayStation. You don't need to buy a Switch. You're good. In
You're
my
good.
opinion.
You're good until at least for me, you're good until Death Stranding 2, and that's going to be a while, I think.
May
So.
2025. I think they're releasing no games until then, right?
Matt,
Yeah, what's up?
but Matt, the way I look at it is it's not just about are you missing out on that side? Because missing
Sure.
out, everyone misses out. If you're on the Switch, if you're a Nintendo fan, you've been missing out on PlayStation for years. If you're a PlayStation fan, you've been missing out on Nintendo for years. Same thing for Xbox.
I agree. Yeah.
The missing out phase, in my opinion, it's only significant if you have nothing. If you're
If you
missing
have
out
not-
on this
exactly,
side,
yeah.
but there's nothing happening here, then it sucks. From what
Yeah.
I see here, even when Death Stranding 2 comes out, and this is a Kojima fan, I'm a Kojima fan, you know this.
Are you? I
Even
didn't
when Death
know.
Stranding, even when Death Stranding, all hell Kojima, all right? Even when Death Stranding 2 comes out, guys, if you are an Xbox only gamer, in my personal opinion, you're good.
Yeah,
You're
there's going to be
good.
a lot to play. There's going to be a ton to play.
Not just in terms of quantity,
No
dude.
shortage.
Quality.
Man.
Yeah.
Rest of the year is going to be good in 2025. Seems like it's going to be.
2025 is also going to be good. You
Yeah.
see how many games
Yeah.
they said are coming out next year? This is going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
wild.
The-
Everyone, invest in your SSDs. Go ahead, Flemish.
I will say there
Yeah.
was one guy in the chat. I think it was Richie. Was saying
Richie.
like there's mostly no dates for most games in 2024.
Yeah.
Like they could be delayed into 2025. We don't know yet. So
Yeah. I'm wondering if ND's getting delayed. I could see ND getting delayed just because, like, I mean, like, Black Ops comes out in October 25th, I think they said the date was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Avowed comes out at some point this year, we're assuming.
Yeah.
They keep telling us
Starfield.
that.
That's what they're saying.
100
That's what
hours.
they're
That's
saying.
100 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's not a huge Starfield expansion.
Which looked great. We never got to talk about that, but
It did. I
looked
love that
good.
we're with House of Arun right now. I love that.
Yeah.
But like, are you going to release Indy? Does Disney want you releasing Indy next to all of that stuff at the
Probably
end of the year?
Christmas. Indy will probably
Exactly.
come out on Christmas.
Exactly at the end of the year after the showcase season,
To
or not the
honest,
showcase, but the
Oh.
award season, I should
After
say.
the game of the year. Oh,
Exactly.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause
Like,
they
do you
would
really want that releasing then?
Oh,
do you
don't
know
know.
what they
Yeah.
like? My honest opinion, what they should do if they have all these games, right?
facts, Yaakov.
Just
facts.
release one each month. So you have the whole year games coming out, like especially when it's your own studios, because you're biting your own studios, basically. You're biting your own games, like from people that can play them.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Yeah.
need to be strategic about how they release these games. Some games are going to need more than a month. Like Avowed, in my
Starfield Shattered
opinion.
Space, Avowed,
Yeah, like Avowed, in my opinion, after it comes out, it needs like 2 months to breathe, in my opinion.
Nah, it's too long. It's too long.
That's too long.
That's
Yeah,
not enough. And
most
What are you
most
talking about?
people, like we're talking about casuals here, which are the most people, persons that play games, right? The casuals, like 50% don't go past the tutorial. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a lot less people that will play a game for hundreds
As
of
soon as
hours.
they're bored, they're out.
Yeah, as soon as they're bored, they're out. They play 20 hours for a game that's like 100 hours long, right? Or 50. They play maybe 10 hours and then they go to the next game. So, no, I don't see that being an issue. I think 2 months for one game is too long. I think they should do a couple weeks, maybe a month, something like that.
I think that's where PlayStation is superior to Xbox. Spacing out their games.
Well, it's easy when you don't have any.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's
Oh my
way
god!
easy. I mean,
Are you
what are the,
serious right
I
now?
mean, what are they spacing out this year? What are they spacing out this year? What are we doing?
Damn! You guys
Yeah,
are
they
vicious.
have nothing.
What
It's
about
easy
next
when
year?
you
What are
have
they
no
spacing out for
games.
next year?
Yo!
What's their strategy?
Yeah. We
Listen,
only
I can't
drop
talk
one a
about next
year.
year.
I mean,
I can't
Right?
talk about.
Or
I can't. Jeez.
Or even
guys-
worse, they announce a game and then they it's for like in 2027.
Yeah, right. Like
space
they
those
really
parties out.
they really
You
gotta
don't want to overwhelm anybody.
You guys suck. You
they
guys
really
suck.
gotta
Sorry, Matt,
space
go
out
ahead.
Concord. They gotta be really strategic with that.
Oh fuck!
Give it room to breathe.
Right? You don't wanna
No doubt.
you wanna be smart about it.
Okay.
What would be hilarious is if they release Concord the day after Call of Duty. That'd be so funny. That would be so funny.
Oh man.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, that's painful. Hey, what do you guys think of State of Decay 3?
I haven't been a State of Decay fan, but it looks visually it looks good.
Yeah, it's the best.
But there's no
looks
gameplay there, though.
way better.
There was a little bit of
But there's no
gameplay, like
gameplay.
There
very,
was, I think,
very,
yeah.
very small snippets. They had gameplay in there.
No.
Look, watch that
gameplay-
trailer.
No, Matt.
Sit back
that
there.
gameplay.
Well, watch the
that
trailer.
gameplay.
Back
That
it up.
gameplay was the same as the gameplay in Concord.
I thought,
It's
I thought you were
curated.
going to say State of Decay 2
No,
or something.
no, it's
Oh.
curated. It's
Sure.
curated. It's
Yeah,
not.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a
like
gameplay
proper
trailer.
raw
It's a
gameplay.
trailer.
I want to see raw gameplay footage. This is not
Well,
raw.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get close to the game's release, Luke.
Well, until then, I'm not super.
Like that's
impressed.
gameplay.
Uh,
That's
That's
Looks
gameplay.
Maybe it's like you shoot and it automatically aims at the next zombie, which could be a thing, and then we see gameplay instead at the moment, like
no,
they're saying.
that's not.
I mean, that
gameplay.
looks pretty cool.
Could like it look like
There's
gameplay.
no reticle. There's no ammo. No. I'm
Okay,
not
but
convinced.
that's how
you're,
good the
you're
game is
asking
gonna look.
for a demo, is what
Yeah.
you're asking for.
Yeah.
I'm asking for raw gameplay.
Okay.
I want to see
A
what it would look
demo.
like to
Fair
play
enough.
the game.
Fair enough.
That's what I want.
Yes. a
Fair
demo.
enough.
You just
PlayStation
want
But-
didn't space their third-party games. Oh, okay.
so
It looks interesting to me,
Yeah.
where I've not been interested in a State of Decay game before.
Yes,
Same.
yes,
Same.
definitely.
There's definitely
also, I'm looking forward to playing
the
it with Cozy.
appearance of more
She
polish.
says, Cozy says she's gonna hold my hand and teach me how to play the game. So I'm interested.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Is she
care
in
about-
agreed,
Texas
Reggie.
too?
Not enough gameplay. Oh my goodness.
I really don't care about this game at all. To be honest,
You-
the past time.
You don't care about State of Decay? State of Decay?
Oh no, not at all. The one little bit. No.
I'm down. I'm gonna give it a go. So, gentlemen, that was the Xbox showcase.
Yep.
Well, I
What
mean,
was your big
That was
highlight?
awesome.
my
was
big
your big-
highlight.
Do we
I
have to
think-
pick one?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it has to be one. What was the
I would.
big pop off for you guys? Matt,
I'm
go ahead.
gonna give it to Perfect Dark, even though I want to say Doom, just
Mhm.
because Doom looked so fucking good. But Perfect Dark really surprised me, so I would give it to Perfect Dark.
Gogo, I have played State of Decay 1 and 2. Bored out of my mind. This one looks better. All right, so for you it was Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Flemish, what was the big takeaway?
Well, the only thing I can
I
think
liked.
about is just Slay Demons, man. Doom was for me the highlight because I just love my Doom. I just know the other games won't grab me as much as Doom does, as it always
Mhm.
did. So Doom.
Man, I'm gonna have
Okay.
to go with
Okay.
mixtape.
Mental.
Gonna have to go with mixtape.
Are you serious?
No,
You were serious
not at
right
all.
now.
I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
got good
It's
What are you
music.
talking about?
Yeah, the music was interesting.
Hey, Iggy
Oh
Pop.
man, this is hard. Like, jeez, I'm probably gonna have to go Doom too, just because it. Man, I had goosebumps. Like, it looks so good. But honorable mention to Perfect Dark and Starfield, the Shattered Space look good. Call of Duty Black Ops, man, like that one I'm looking forward to as well. So many good games that that's a hard one. I mean, and then not to mention Gears of War. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, so much WoW in this show. Stalker 2, Avowed looked great. Like, Indiana Jones, like, well, where do you stop, right? There's
Yeah.
a lot there. There's a lot. But I got to go with Doom just because, the goosebumps were real. I started laughing out loud for legit. Like, just the gameplay looked fantastic. It's, yeah. Now, if we exclude it because it's next year, then, it opens the conversation up again. But
No.
I got to say, Doom was amazing, man. Like, just amazing.
Yeah.
So my big takeaway was this right here.
Mixtape?
No, Game
Oh.
Pass. Well played.
They had you at
Gentlemen.
Game Pass.
Gentlemen, Xbox is not fucking around with Game Pass. I'm not going to entertain one more rumor or accusation that maybe Game Pass is something that's going to get eliminated at some point. All right. This feels to me like Game Pass is integral to Xbox. This is not going anywhere. The Game Pass is Xbox. Xbox is Game Pass. Game Pass is Microsoft Gaming. Microsoft Gaming is Game Pass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So the greatest service in video games, in my opinion,
it is
continues to get better and better. All this talk about owning games and whatever, cope, seethe, and mold, motherfucker, as you subscribe to Spotify and you don't own none of the music, as you subscribe to the gym and you don't own any of the machines, as you subscribe to your government but you don't own any of the roads. All right, tough tits. Xbox is here to stay. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Go ahead.
That's a great conclusion. I was just going to say, like, people forget you get to play them day one in Game Pass. Doesn't mean you can't buy them and own them a year later when they're on sale and cheaper.
Yep.
Nothing's stopping you from doing that. And that's typically what I do. I own a lot of the games that I try in Game Pass that I really like. I go back and buy them later. That's just how
I bought
it is.
I bought the Yakuza collection just because it was on Game Pass.
There you go. It's great.
Anyways, Flemish, tell everyone where they can find you, plug your stuff, etc., etc.
Well, look, you can find me on the show on Sundays every 2 weeks with Calibrax, right? Classy and Cancelled, together with you. And besides that, do you not have something to say?
Do I not have anything to say?
Yeah. What do you got to say, Luke?
About what?
Tell us,
I
Luke.
feel like there's something you're not telling us.
Am I a guest here or?
What do you got to say,
you,
Lo?
you're part of the crew on Sundays on
Yeah, so
on the gaming
basically,
log.
I will be here every single week.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I
cool.
said.
There we
That
go,
I
cool.
thought he was gonna say it, but apparently I have to do it myself.
Yeah, dude,
Thank
plug
you,
your
Luke.
stuff.
Hey, Loke
Flemish,
ain't pumping your
plug your
tires, man.
stuff.
Yeah, Loke won't pump your tires, man.
I'm just like Game
No.
Pass. I'm not gonna stop you. All right. Mental.
No, man. So I will be here
Mental.
every single week from now on. So yeah, that's it,
Good
guys.
stuff. Mental. Plug your stuff.
You can find me on TSWS Gaming on Fridays on the Bull Sitting podcast with Loke. I'm often here on Sundays as well.
Let's
And you can
go.
find me on YouTube at Caffeine Entertainment and on the socials and Xbox and PSN at Mental9R. That's where you can find me. Love doing this stuff. Sad we lost Ham. Guy must be pretty tired. He disappeared on us, but
10 hours. Man.
yeah, it's a long drive. I get it.
It is.
But, for sure. Yeah, had a blast, guys. Thanks for having me once again.
As usual. Matt, plug your stuff, brother.
Man, let's
Where's
see.
Matt?
You can find me here every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern for this show with these guys right here. And then Mondays and Fridays, videos on my channel, Matt Likes Games. Wednesdays is 4 p.m. Eastern for the Two Player Podcast, myself and Ham Solo. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern for the L3R3 Podcast, again on my channel, Matt Likes Games.
All right. Thank you so much for plugging your stuff. Ooh, nice.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right. Somebody needs to get going.
Yes, someone needs to go. Our weekly schedule is as follows. Sundays is for what we just did now, Loke's Gaming Log. This is a podcast where I decompress from the weekend gaming at 2100 hours Central African time, usually with Mental, Flemish, and Cozy, and a couple of other guests. This week we did a special show with Matt and Ham for the Xbox Showcase. Mondays we do the crossover on TSWS Gaming at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. This is where Ham Solo and K Mega discuss Xbox related stuff, so you know it's gonna be jumping tomorrow. Tuesdays, me and Ham Solo duke it out in a quickfire discussion centering on video game news on the lowdown at 5 p.m. Eastern. I will try to cope, to seethe, and to mold over this showcase because Xbox killed it on Tuesday. Wednesdays, we're off on TSWS, but Ham Solo does feature on Matt Likes Games channel for the Two Player Podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern on Matt Likes Games channel called Matt Likes Games on YouTube.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm guessing by Wednesday, this is still going to be the main topic. Thursdays are headlined by Behind Them Sticks at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Ham Solo introduces people in and around gaming that you may or may not know to try and positively bring people together in gaming. Fridays is the big hangout we've coined as Bull Sitting, featuring Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games, Ham Solo, myself, Mental 9R, and a special guest or two to discuss the week's big gaming happenings and also to find out what Cozy Beluga will eat live on stream. This is at 4 p.m. Eastern on TSWS Gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Gaming Log. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did talking gaming. If you enjoyed the podcast, smash the like button. If you didn't enjoy the podcast, also smash the dislike button, because we both know the algorithm doesn't care. As long as you interact, that's what matters. All right? Smash either one of those buttons. Also, subscribe to our channel for more gaming content. Thank you all so much for watching. Power your dreams, ladies and gentlemen. TSWS out.